Hey, how's it going again? Once again, bros and birdies, Pegasisters, the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sony Free 2011, aka Criticism Guy 2009, and of course, Nintendo Anime Manga Guy 360. As you can tell behind me, I actually just came back from this little theme park thing. I actually started going about 2 months ago because they started opening again. It's not really big around the world, but it's usually around the country here. Like, maybe in Cali might have it, but it's one little place called Wet n Wild. It's a really fucking cool-ass, decent place. So bring your kids, family, children. If you have any family, you'll love the shit out of it. But if not, it is what it is. You know, they got a little Facebook and Twitter too. I'll put the link down in the description if you want to check it out. Unless you live in the 702 in Vegas, hey, you're gonna love the shit out of it. Unless you're visiting, it's probably not as good as Six Flags or theme parks or Knott's Farm or Disneyland or anything like that in California next door to us here in Nevada. But you can check that shit out if you want, if you're interested. But yeah, I'll leave the link to their Twitter and Facebook if you want to learn more about it. So yeah, I had the tropical punch. As a matter of fact, I'll go get it in a second. So bear with me. See if I can find it first. There we go. It's a brand new one. I actually heard about this like 2 weeks ago. It's Tropical Punch. Pretty good ass shit. Videos brought you by Powerade shit, you know. Blatant fucking advertisement. This is the orange one. I'm probably going to be drinking the most. So bottoms up to this shit. And without all the stalling and bullshit out of the way, let's fucking begin this thing. And oh yeah, obviously viewer discretion's advised. My glasses fell there because whenever I use my shades, I really don't use my glasses. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So coming in number 5. I already did my first part of this video. I had to be a lot more quiet and shit, but now I'm a lot more, way more hyped up and social after like 2 hours of coming back from work and from that little theme park I went to about an hour ago. A lot more hyped. No roommate sleeping and shit, so I'm loud as fuck as I want to be right now, which is awesome. Because luckily my roommate doesn't have to work today. So they got to work tomorrow though, so I'm not sure about that or Monday. Because like I said, I'm going to be starting my other new job, which I'm not going to tell you because I said on my Criticism Guy, my Twitter account. If you want to check that out, if you're more interested, check that shit out. But other than that, let's begin. The Youngster fucking Joey. Even though that's not Youngster Joey. The reason he's on this list, the obvious memes and the jokes all over the internet, him on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, DeviantArt, etc., all the other thousands of fucking Twitter or social media networks that are out there, they've always pretty much a fucking legend when it comes to the Pokemon trainer sprites of all fucking time. And the reason why he's most memorable because, you know, always complains about like pants, but he always loves the shit out of shorts. He's like, salute your fucking shorts. If you're a 90s kid, you probably wouldn't know what that was, but I was about 4 or 5 years old, so I didn't start remembering it until I was like about 7, 8 years old, 96, 97, around that time. But if you're a big 90s fan like me, I'm a 90s kid at heart, not even at heart, but I'm not at heart because 70s, 80s kids, you probably wouldn't know this. You're probably like 30, 40, 50 something by now. Me, I'm in my 20s, luckily. I still got a lot more youth left. Yeah, sorry about my hair being a little messy too. I haven't got the chance of coming back after I got from that theme park. But let's get back to Pokemon shit. So yeah, Youngster fucking Joey. What can I say about him? This guy right here is pretty much a fucking genius. And I forgot to put my Facebook, Twitter shit right there, just in case you're interested. So yeah, this guy, oh my god, he always has the Eradicate. He has a lot of normal types. He has a lot of shitty-ass weak Pokemon in the beginning. So pretty much at the beginning of the game, after you defeat him or battle him then, you pretty much never see him again unless he's the Versus Seeker or some cheating hacks or whatever. That's the only other time you ever see him or rematch him in a battle again. But other than that, you won't see a sprite anywhere else. And I know a 6th generation sprite is different because he has a big giant like fucking vanilla-ish or vanilla-like kind of curve on his hair. So they made him a lot more different. He has like a hoodie in the back too. So that's for the Kalos region one. The 5th and 6th gen, which is the Unova and the Kalos region, I still got to do those trainer sprites pretty soon. So maybe next week or the week after, maybe the month after, because I'm going to be busy as shit the next 3 months. I might not even have that much time to do YouTube videos except Kill a Kill, which I'm going to do a lot of the episode reviews for that. Even though it's been out 6-8 months already, I'm still going to do it anyways regardless. And a lot more video game and Pokemon blister packs unboxing. I actually was going to do that today, but unfortunately I was kind of broke, so I still got to wait till tomorrow to get my paycheck and shit. So be on the lookout for that, because they're going to start being weekly for now instead of monthly unboxings and shit, and monthly openings. And I'm going to do a lot more My Little Pony content. I'm going to probably talk to you about that the rest. If you watch this at the end of the video, because it's probably been 7, 8, 9 minutes already, I can't tell because the camera's in the back right there, so unless I switch it around, but I really don't want to waste your guys' time. Another thing why he's really cool and very memorable is the hats he always wears. He always uses the snapbacks, the fadeds, all that good-ass fucking gear shit. He's just awesome. So that's why Youngster or Youngster Joey's on this list of number 5, the top 5. And speaking of which, let me check if it's on here. I know I had this whole list switched up. So number 4 on the list is this guy right here, the Psychic. I actually have the girl version here in my honorable mentions, but you'll see that later. If you stick around for the end of the video, it's just going to be 20, maybe 30 minutes instead of 10 minutes like last time. So yeah, the reason this psychic is on the list, he's been around I think since 2nd generation, but he was like, I think he was called mind reader or psychic bender or something instead of psychic trainer. But 1st gen, I don't think he existed, but he might have. I think they were called the lion tamers or something. Which is where they brought that real world reference, because we didn't even have no lion types all the way till just recently last year in October, November, when the games came out for X and Y with Pyroar. Any people don't know what Pyro looks like, I could show you up there, but like I said, I really don't want to waste your people's time, so you can just Google Pyroar. There's probably like 1,000, maybe 1,000,000 different search engine results. So if you want to look at Pyroar, you know what he looks like. Think of the fucking Lion King, if you don't know what he looks like. That's what he looks like, but with flames as his giant mane, flowing mane and shit. No homo, none of that shit. But yeah, Pyroar. What can I say about him? Well, I'm not going to talk about Pyroar. Excuse me, the psychic trainer. Why is he memorable? He's been in a lot of generations since 2nd gen. 1st gen, I think he was in, but I doubt it. 3rd generation, I think it was still called psychic, but he was a little bit different because he had this big giant like orb of psychic energy in his hands like this. Like, ha, I'm going to come get you, like some Dragon Ball Z type of shit. This is the 4th generation. And then 5th gen, I forgot what he looked like a little bit. 6th generation, I'm not sure if there's still the psychics in there, because like I said, I haven't played any of the X and Y games yet. I've only played demos last year when it was really big at that time. Because everyone's very hyped up and focused for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which I will do a lot more updates on that, just like GCPM, Guy and Carl Karchamp, 11. Check his shit out. I know he's like 60, 70, 100,000 subscribers, so a lot of Pokemon fans know who that guy is. Just like Jay Witt, Samashi, who else is a Pokemon expert? Nintendo Fan for the Win, Proto Mario. They're huge-ass Pokemon like YouTube channels. Check them out. They're a lot more bigger than I am. But yeah, other than that, they're very well known, more than I am. What else can I say about it? He uses obviously Psychic type Pokemon, that's his element type right there, and he uses mostly Kadabra, maybe Alakazam once in a while, and I think he uses the Gardevoirs. And then 4th generation obviously uses Brozong, Ronzer, Brozong, Gallade, and a couple other people. I'm sorry about the dogs barking too if you can't hear it. But yeah, he's number 4 on the list. So coming in at number 3 on the list, let's see if I can get him. Alright, 4, 3. These guys right here. Just ignore the dogs in the back. I really apologize on my behalf on that. I can't do shit about that if you guys can hear that. But yeah, the snow goers. Oh my god, these guys were cool as fuck. The snowboarders, the first time we got a direction on them, fucking epic as hell. I love the shit out of it so goddamn much. I'm sorry once again for the screaming in the back. I don't know what's going on. One of my roommates are downstairs. What the fuck they're doing. But yeah, other than that, I really, really fucking loved it so fucking goddamn much. These guys right here, they were really cool. They had a lot of awesome-ass Ice-type Pokemons. They used a lot of hails like Laylee. They used Snow Run a couple times. They used a lot of shit ton of Snovers and Obama Snows. Those motherfuckers were huge as fuck. Obama Snow, just like the fucking president, which I really don't give a fuck about. If you watch my criticism on my alternative media channels, you know, the truth and all that shit, you know I don't give a fuck about Obama, okay? Sorry for the Obama fans out there, I just don't give a shit about him, alright? It's my personal opinion. Not because he's fucking black either, alright? Not trying to get off topic. Stay with focus. Come on, Nintendo Free, let's keep it going. But yeah, the reason why I like these guys, I love their trainer design. They remind me of that guy Shaun White a little bit. I don't know why. Shaun White snowboarding or skiboarding. And when he does a lot of commercials for like the Orbits or Spirit Gum. I don't know. The guy is fucking epic as fuck, you know? But yeah, that's what he reminds me of. Those two trainer sprites. The female one looks cute as fuck. She looks like Dawn, but in a hoodie. And a bigger, bigger hoodie than she has already at the point where it's huge as fuck. You can barely see her head. It's like some Rastafarian type of shit, Jamaican shit. I don't know, it's cool as fuck. And their element, obviously, like I said before, they use Ice-type Pokemon. Why they're memorable, I don't know why. They look a little bit like the Pokemon Rangers, but I'm going to get to that later. We'll see what happens there. And that's pretty much all I have to say about them on number 3 on the list. Number 2 on the list is going to be a little bit different, because I think he was in 2nd gen, but he was like the Cannonball guy. See if I can get him there. Those were number 1 on the list. Whoops. You already saw that in the last video here. Number 2 on the list, this guy. I don't know what his name was, but I think his name was like Roughneck in the 5th generation for the Black and White 2 games, if any people remember that. That's the reason this fucker's cool as shit. I'm not going to lie. Another reason why he's cool as fuck, he uses a lot of either poison or fighting types like he did in Gen 1, 2, and 3, and beyond. I'm not sure if he's in the Kalos one yet, because like I said before, I'll say it before, I say it again. I haven't played X and Y yet, just the demo version, so last year when it was really hyped up, and now everyone, like I said again, I sound like a broken record, but just bear with me. The reason why, what's it called? He's not as hype as he used to be is because, you know, at Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, he probably might make another appearance in there, obviously. The Mega Groudon, Mega Kyogre, or new forms. I doubt it's probably going to be... I'm not going to try to get too off topic here, but the thing I got to say about that is I doubt that Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza, or Rayquaza, however you want to say it, I always call it Rayquaza. The thing is, I don't think they're giving Mega Evolutions. This is just my my opinion. I don't know this. I don't work for Nintendo or nothing. It's just strictly my opinions. You don't have to go against it and say you're a fucking troll or fat fuck, you're a piece of shit. Fuck off, you goddamn trolls. Get the hell out of this channel if you're going to do that shit. But everyone else, I love all my subs, my main viewers. You guys are awesome. You respect me, I'll respect you back. You know, that's how fucking respect is fucking earned. You know, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, not to get too off topic, that's just my ability. Not ability. Where the fuck did ability come from? Sorry if I'm itching so much either. Yeah, that's really all I gotta say about that shit. You know, pretty much... And like I said before, I think it's probably just going to be a new form, like how they did with Giratina. And remember, if any people play Pokemon Platinum, you know what I'm talking about. How they did with Giratina when he had like the alternate form and then origin form. And then they maybe Black, White Kyurem, how they did with regular Kyurem, he might be a new form. So it won't be very different. I'm just saying, that's probably what they're going to do with Groudon, Kyogre, or Rayquaza. That's it. Or Rayquaza, however you want to pronounce it. Or Kyogre. I don't know how people call it Kyogre. That sounds fucking stupid. I like Kyogre better. Or Kyogre, I don't know how you fucking say it. But, yeah, other than that, that's all I gotta say about the Roughneck. He uses a lot of poison fighting types a lot most of the time. That's why he's very memorable. He always has these smart-ass fucking attitudes. Like, you're a Johto Hoenn punk, you know. Sounds like it's a little racist, but it's a video game. What the hell do you expect, you know? Logic's always thrown out the window when it comes to video games and shit, especially with RPGs. Don't even get me started with fucking Skylanders or Skyrim and that shit. I really don't give a shit about Skyrim. That shit's just fucking boring to me. I'm sorry. Never been a fanboy of it. If you're a fanboy of it, more power to you. I don't have nothing against you, but as for me, I really don't care too much for that game. It puts my ass to sleep. I'm sorry. So coming in number 1, like I just showed you earlier, I know I showed it to you earlier because obviously I had it on here, is not her, the other one. These guys right here, the Pokemon fucking Rangers. The reason why these fuckers are number 1, they have a lot of different varieties. They're kind of like the ace trainers, or aka like the cool trainers, any of those guys, the ones that have a lot of different varieties of Pokemon, like the protagonist or the antagonist would have a lot of different elemental types. They really don't stick to one. The only two I would have to say, if they do stick to 2 different certain types of Pokemon, is either grass or water types, and that's pretty much it. Most of the time they'll have a lot of other different Pokemons, but rarely they'll ever have all grass or all water types. Not like the swimmers or the triathletes like in 3rd generation, but I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there. They might use that occasionally, once in a while. But other than that, most of the time they use a lot of different varieties. They pretty much use all 19 types of Pokemon. And like I said before, I sound like a broken record. I gotta keep saying this, so any of these stupid-ass fucking trolls don't get on my ass about that shit. Yeah, I don't know if it's an X and Y, if they brought the Pokemon Rangers or Trainer experts back, but I'll see whenever I buy the game. But other than that, what else can I say? What's very memorable for me, like I said, these Pokemon Rangers remind me of the Pokemon Ranger game or Mystery Dungeons. I don't know why they remind me of Mystery Dungeons, because there's no such thing as humans in that game of Pokemon. It's kind of like how Pokemon Troze is, like that DLC version of it, not the old Troze, the newer updated one that came out about 3-4 months ago in Japan. I don't know why it never made its way into the United States over here, but I think it came as DLC content over here. Unfortunately, I don't have a Wii U, so I can't really play it. I only got the Wii and a PS3, that's it. I know I'm almost old school, because a lot of people got PS4 and Xbox Ones. I don't have $500-600 to fucking burn like that, unfortunately. If I did, I'd show it to you. But other than that, if I ever reach that much money, then I'll show it to you. But until then, it's out of the question, sorry. I'm not Bill Gates or nothing, or fucking Steve Jobs, alright? But other than that, rest in peace to him, by the way. I know I did a tribute video on him like 2 years ago, but yeah, I'm getting off topic now. That's why they're most memorable to me. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say there. So let's go on to the fucking honorable mentions. I was going to do a separate video on this, but I want to put it all together. So honorable mention number 1 is the Amora Lady once again. I think her name was Flower Lady in 4th generation, because in 3rd gen, her name was Amora Lady. But the reason why she's so cool, she reminds me of a typical anime slice of life hentai type of girl. Not hentai like super porn and shit, maybe like softcore. That's what she reminds me of a little bit. Not the hardcore shit. And let me get my drink really quick. I got 2 different drinks right now, so I have no idea what to decide. Orange shit. You cannot beat this crap unless it's an energy drink. But yeah, other than that, what else can I say about this girl? She looks awesome as hell. She was a real life virtual reality, like, what's it called? One of those Android bitches, but they're probably going to start making more in Japan. They might release them to the public of the United States, but I doubt they're not going to make it here. Maybe 20, 30 years from now, they might come to exist like the Hatsune Miku girl, the Vocaloids. That's what I'm thinking about. They make a real life version of that, I'd probably pre-order that shit myself, you know. Not going to do shit sexual things with it. I'm just saying. Don't fucking judge me on that shit. I'm just saying. I'll just use it as like a poster or something. I don't know. But it would be creepy as fuck too. I'd probably put her in a box or some shit like that. But yeah, that's the reason why she reminds me of like the Hatsune Miku, like the Vocaloid shit. That's why I love that shit like fuck out of my mind. I'm just mind blown every time I see the Android version of her. But yeah, the reason why I really like this girl, another thing, she looks like she would have been like a Pokemon trainer in anime games. I'm not sure if she was in the 4th generation for anime, but I doubt it. Maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. Here's a couple episodes I did miss for the 4th generation. When Advanced Battle and Diamond and Pearl, and I forgot the Galactic Galaxy version. I forgot what the fuck it was called. But it was really fucking awesome. I remember that shit. Playing as an anime. I was still in my high school years, by the way, too, when this came out. And that's pretty much all I had to say. So before I keep dragging on this, dragonaring on this, I know that didn't make sense. Corny ass joke. Fucking blame it on me. Alright, there we go. So coming in at number 2, this girl right here. I don't know if there was a male version of the Bird Gatekeeper because I couldn't find it nowhere on Google or Bing or Yahoo or any of those search engine sites. But the female Bird Keeper, she's cool as fuck because she always had the old school one. She had a Pidgeot. I think in Heart Gold Soul Silver they had her as a Pidgeot. Like a lot of Pidgeots and Pharaohs they would give to her. Maybe a Dodrio once in a while. But most of the time in this generation, I guess it was obviously Staravia, Staraptor, Starly once in a while. Who else? A lot of other flying types that were out there, which I cannot think of besides those 3, unfortunately. Gliscor, I guess. And who else? It would have been Garchomp, but that thing's Brown Dragon, unfortunately. Especially with the Mega Garchomp. I already talked about him before my top 10 best Mega Evolutions of all time on my Criticism Guide channel and on this one. So check both the videos out if you fucking want to. It's all good. If you don't, I completely understand. So another reason why I really like this one right here is because... fucking hell, man. What can I say about the Bird Gatekeeper? She's really cool shit. She has really funny comedy, sweet, intellectual, conversations with you when you fight her after you're done battling her. She'll come up with some funny jokes like, "You let the birds out of my cage," or something like that. That's out of the cage. It's always like a cage joke or something. I don't know why. And because she has the cage in her hand, I don't fucking know. And she always had that, like, I don't know what it was. She looked like Maylene, but without pink hair. I don't know. And she didn't have that bandage on her nose either. And she looked like something out of Naruto or something. Naruto, Naruto, however you want to say it. Looked like, what's it called? That girl from the Sound Village. I forgot her fucking name, man. Or the one that was like, that worked for Orochimaru or something. But the evil bitch, though. I forgot what her name was. It's been about 6, 7 years last time I watched the old Naruto, and 4 or 5 years since I watched the Shippuden shit. So I'm way behind track if there's any new episodes there now. But yeah, other than that, she's number 2 on the list. And it's probably been past 20 minutes, so if you stuck with me this long through the video, I just want to, my condolences go out to you, and I really fucking appreciate that. You are a badass, you're an awesome person. If you stuck with me this time, you're a badass, you're the awesomest shit in the world in a good way. And I love you, no homo if you're a guy. If you're a girl, hey, hit me fuck up. So number 3, he should have been honorable mention 3. This is Riley right here. There was another one, I forgot her name, but fuck. Yeah, and that's forgive me on that. Riley, the reason why he's really cool, is honorable mention. He was in the Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. Obviously, he was in that movie when they first made Lucario extremely relevant at that time. This is when the Super Smash Bros. Wii, and I do have like a Wii U version of that. Not the Wii U, the Wii. Because the Wii U doesn't come out until June next month. And then the winter one, November, December, I think is that one comes out for the Wii U. But hopefully I get a Wii U by then. That's the only reason I'll probably ever buy a Wii U is for that game. Maybe The Legend of Zelda 2, maybe. So I wasn't always a huge Legend of Zelda fan, but I did love the artwork, the story build up to it. Beautiful. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this right now. That might be for another video. Who knows? Another reason why I really like this girl right here, not girl, this guy right here, Riley's, not because he was in the Lucario Mystery Mew. He was in the anime for a little bit, but I think in like a 2-4 part episode. I don't know. It's been 7, 8 years since the last time I saw that anime, so it's been a while. My memory's a little fuzzy on it. About 16, maybe 17 when that shit came out. I fucking don't know. Another reason why he was cool as shit, Lucario, they hyped the shit out of that motherfucker. Especially when the Super Smash Bros. Brawl came out. That shit was sick. No, I'm just saying. Sorry for the loud noise. I I was hyped as fuck. I loved the shit out of Lucario. I did miss Mewtwo a lot, but Lucario was a half Leaf Fair was decent, you know? And I'm glad he got the Mega Evolution later on when X and Y came out, and they're going to use that as his final Smash move now. And that's awesome as fuck that they make the Mega Lucario. Besides Mega Charizard, thing is, like, you already know how I feel about Charizard. No offense to Charizard fans, but I always felt like in the anime, he was overhyped, he was a pussy, and he fucking sucked. I'm sorry. In the games and the trading cards, I love the shit out of him. Don't get me wrong, I have a lot of respect for that Charizard Pokemon. It's just, thing is, that fucker is so goddamn overhyped. For me, it was either Blastoise or Venusaur most of the time. I like the underdogs a lot more. I wish they would have gave them two Mega Evolution, because I feel like they got left out. They got played when that happened, when Mega Charizard got 2X and Y Evolution, you know? I like the X one a lot more. Y, he's fairly decent. And that's just how I feel about him. That's maybe a video for another time. I'm going to blow off a lot more steam. No offense to the Steam thing, no pun intended for that PC game for Steam. I'm just saying, literal Steam, you know. But other than that, the reason why this cool dude Riley, another reason why he was a badass in the game, he was a protagonist, a mini protagonist. You could fight him again in Platinum over and over. That's why he was a badass. He's Aura Spear just like Lucario did. Aura Spear was such a badass fucking move. I don't care if it was overrated or not. It was cool as fuck. But that's pretty much all I had to say for now. Hopefully you like this two-parter. But like I always say, is what is, ain't what ain't, and all that good shit. And peace out once again. You can see that. Bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. I will see you when I see you. Guys, have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're at around the world. Don't drink, smoke weed at the same time. Don't take direct. See you soon. See you around. Peace out, ladies. Goodbye. We'll talk to you guys soon. Two other things I wanted to note before I end this video. It's probably been about 30 minutes now. Forgive me on that. Number one, I will be doing a lot more My Little Pony and reviews again. Up the reaction reviews up to episode 12 and 13. There's that coming out, and the more Kill la Kill shit, I'm going to be doing a lot more of those. And I will definitely be doing a lot more top 10s and again. And check that shit out if you want. And a lot more fantasy fights. More of my Criticism Guide 2009 channel. If you're more interested in that, I'll put the link down below. And that's pretty much it. So you guys take care. Stay safe. Be easy. Talk to you soon. Take it easy. Take care. And goodbye. Alright? Deuces and gone. And yeah, see you soon. Lates. And goodbye.